Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome back to the Melmond Murder Mystery. We got here the last race of week 2, our feedback week. How you doing tonight, Demon Frog?
Doing good. This is inarguably the best flags ever crafted. After weeks and weeks of feedback, 3 races to test it, this is it right here.
Yeah, I think Lord Fizzlebeef here has come up with the perfect way to do these flags. Just infinite feedback.
Yeah, so we got, if anyone's played our Chaos Rush kind of set before, very similar. We got a free loot and an unlocked Temple of Fiends. You need to get one orb, and that will be a specific orb, and you will be able to tell what orb you need. So you're going to have to get one orb out of the 4. Starting level 10, that's good. They're all red mages. That's bad. You can get more jobs. That's good. They're locked behind fiends. That's bad. Free airship. That's good. Really high stats, 100 and 250% stats and 250% boss HP, along with vanilla scripts. That's bad.
Yeah, it's sort of a mixed bag. It's going to be pretty interesting. I think we're going to see levels come really fast, and I think we're going to see our runners run into a bit of a brick wall when they get into Topher. So it should be a good one.
And then another kind of good thing to look for on these flags, you're going to have elite gear in shops, and it's going to be free. You know, the every other adventure game, the heroes are trying to save the world, but you got to pay 100 gold for that broadsword. Not here. The vendors are in on it. All the gear is free. You can find mazes, you can find ribbons, you can find anything you want in them shops, and get your people geared up.
Yeah, some other, sort of interesting things you're going to see. A lot of our new map edits are going to show up here. We'll see if, with our airship, that's not going to be a big deal. We're going to get a lot of good gear to start off. They get a white shirt, a ribbon, random endgame weapon, an AoE, random type sword. So they're going to start with quite a bit, but as Demon said, everything's free. So it's going to be a question of what is that orb they got to get and how are they going to get there, and then how do they get their levels?
Right, there's 0 encounter like our normal Chaos Rush with B-side trap tiles. So they can find 3 eyes, they can find worms, they can find all kinds of good stuff. They got to find it though. I believe we have the chest and trap tile moved.
Yes, the chests and trap
So
tiles are moved, but those are marked. So they'll be
yeah,
able
they're
to
marked so we can
hunt
find
those
them.
down.
But like normally you go, oh, I'll go to ice. There's 5 there, maybe.
Yeah, for the most part, I think some of these shuffled chests get moved around differently. I think ice gets mapped to one other location, but in general, the same number of trap tiles should be in all these rooms. So let's talk about who we got here on stream. We got Lord Fizzlebeef there. He's part of the Trash Island Fire Department, Phoenix 29, near and dear to my heart, part of Team Frando. Demon RHK, On-Rack Fish and Game Commission, Coastal Division, and Dark Moon EX coming from our dev team. 4 very good runners, so I think we'll have a good race here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting. Like that, they're required to have these 4 red mages, and a 5,000 HP chaos with these stats, even with a Mazza. I don't know. I mean, a red mage might be able to punch through that. We'll have to see what the one job is behind the required fiend. They could luck out. It could be a black belt, and they can just punch through pretty easy. If it's another red mage or a black mage, like what do? Do you try to punch through with the red mage? Do you maybe go check out Volcano real quick? That's not too long. Go down and see what's down there.
Yeah, I'm not always too high in red mages, so this is not a party I'd be really excited to run, but I will be able to see what these runners do. It might just be the answer is more levels. And quickly here before they start, we can talk about the blessings we got for the red mages. There's 3 blessings tonight for them, or 4 blessings and no malices. So red mage gets free adamant. They get plus 5 luck, that'll help a little bit with running. Plus elemental magics, so that'll give them 2 casts of fire 3, ice 3, and lit 3 in the level 8 slot for all of their mages. And plus 20 vitality, which will help in that Topher to give a little bit more HP on these mages.
Yeah, and that elemental magic on 8, they do start with 2 charges. That'll be good to get a little bit of a grind going. They do start at level 10, but they will have that elemental magic on top of this, the one, the normal magic charges. So they can get a grind going with that, hopefully. But I imagine we're going to see a free-for-all, everyone checking anything that has a weapon shop. Let's hope for a Mazza. Let's hope for maybe a Sun Sword rolled up. Hope for something that you can swing, and then start diving some dungeons and finding some trapped tiles.
And we should be going live here anytime now, and there we go.
Again, we see Darkman going right to the weapon shop, finding katana +4 if you have thief.
Help us
Well, you already
much
have a
here.
katana.
Black magic, we got the lit 3, we already have that. That's not gonna help us much. Looks like Fizzle's looking at the equipment. They have 2 zap shirts.
You know, if you find an eye tile, oh, there we go, ribbon, right there in the armor shop. Pro cape's also pretty nice, although the ribbon is costing money. I wonder if that
Yeah, I think there's something with the 0% where if it starts in your inventory or it's an incentive, somehow that doesn't become free. But that's good for the runners to know that there is a ribbon there. If they finish their grind, they should have enough money to buy 3 of those.
Yeah, more than enough. And then we see lit 3. Also, lit 3 is one of my favorite elementals because there's not that much that's weak to it. Or I'm sorry, not that much that's strong to it. Sorry, so it's just a good all-around sweeper.
All right, so Phoenix, first one here to leave Corneria, heading up to Toph. One thing we didn't mention that's not turned on or that's disabled in these flags is saving in shelters. So tents, you cannot save with tents. So I would not be surprised if one time tonight we get a runner who accidentally resets out of some progress here.
Guarantee you I would. I absolutely 100% would reset out of progress, yes. The house is still good to get that MP back, but yeah.
All right,
Here we go.
King.
Oh, that's kind of a mean place to put a trap tile.
Oh man, well, crown. All right, that at least opens up another option here.
So one thing, they all got warped back. They do have to talk to the black orb to find out what orb they will need, and that's what I'm looking for.
And you'll see most of them actually walked up to Toph expecting this, and then they'll be able to pop in their airship and go up. Save just a little bit of time there.
Alright, yep, we got Darkmoon kind of being a little thorough in the shops, just taking his Garland down. We see Lord Fizzle checking those trap tiles here in Corneria Castle. It's weird to say that.
Yeah,
and
Shadows.
Phoenix going to be our first person. It is the Orb of Water. So we are going to need a key item. Actually, we're going to need... Wait, are we going to need 2 key items? Do we need a canoe and an Oxyel?
That is true. We will need a canoe. I don't believe Northern Docks is on for these.
And the incentive, there it is. The 0 gold Mazamoon and a Cure 4 sword. Ooh.
Well, that's huge. Fizzle, pulling the cube. They don't need that.
Still taking the fight for experience. The Astos is fighting back a little bit. Yeah, I'm surprised. I guess he's, Fizzle's probably just more proximity routing, but like I said, Phoenix, that's the first thing he did. He said, I know Elite Cures and shops. Maza, Cure 4s for everybody.
Yeah, no, his grind is now totally ready to go. You're level 10, you got Mosses and everybody. You got your level 3 magics.
Fast bongs for everybody, too. Oh. Jeebus.
Wow. Being very kind to our runners tonight.
And also, the one thing we didn't go over, incentive locations are really gross. There is between, what is it? There could be either 2 loose or 2 duds, or 2 loose and 3 duds?
Up to 3 duds. Yes, we have, look at the flags here, how many tri-states we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential tri-state incentive locations. Sarda gives us the key. That is nice. They're going to Sea Shrine. That's going to unlock the mermaid rooms for the vanilla incentive, since we have the mermaids all locked into prison tonight. You need the key to open any door on the mermaid floor. We got Phoenix and Demon now taking the pirates. Again, they're looking for this Oxyale and the canoe.
And Fizzle going a little bit different, checking the non-combat. Because also one thing I believe Fizzle's also doing is there is a good amount of XP per key item. I think he might be trying to dig out some extra key items before taking that pirate fight to get a little more oomph out of it.
Yeah, plus 20%, that's going to go a long ways. And he found gold plus 6 bracelets in Crescent Lake, so these red mages are going to be decked out.
Oh yeah, Mazmoons, Cure 4 swords, ribbons once you can afford them, and yeah, gold +6. Yeah, I'd feel okay at least trying with a red mage. And a lock staff. Oh.
Do we even need to check any magic shops at this point? We got fast. We're looking for some way to cast Temper or Saber on ourselves still.
Yeah, we got the fast bonks. We got lock sticks, so we have as many fasts and locks as we need to make it work.
And possibly a life spell still looking for. Fizzle's going to give us our first view here what the sages have. Ruby.
Okay.
Dragon is incentivized, so that's useful. It might be a next check for most of these runners.
Yep, it's a check. It kind of gets you back into that into the Titan Trove. And it's a 20%, even if it's a dud, it's 20% experience. When we get our grind going, we can just go.
I mentioned some of the map edits. You see Fizzle there landing south of Lefane. That's because we have a bridge to Lefane flag turned on. When you find the bridge, it's not going to show up there north of Cuneria on your way to Matoya. It's going to show up between Provoca and Lefane. But that gives you a place to land your airship.
And that's something that's real smart, because we do have Lefine Superstore. There's no need to check shops, magic shops anywhere else. This is Saber level 2. That's great. Nuke level 4.
And Warp.
Warp is really nice to make ice if you're really feeling cheeky, to make ice go faster.
Yeah, when you have these relocated trap tiles, you can get into situations where you have a really nasty trap tile you have to get through to get out of somewhere.
There's one piece of the puzzle. On top right, Phoenix found the Oxy Ale.
Alright, so we're a canoe away from go mode here. At 7 minutes in.
And that should be a check everybody makes. It's not like Phoenix did, I'm going to go check Marsh for giggles or something. So
no, the seed
I can't imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine we're going to be looking for that. So now we're still, got to figure out where the canoe is. And yeah, like we were saying before, it might be loose. We don't know. And there's our life spell, level 3. Life 2, level 4. And Red Mage learnable. And also, yeah, we already do have experience in chests as well. And
Phoenix
there it is,
got the canoe.
And we started with the adamant.
Well, there we go. 7, almost 8 minutes in. The seed is solved.
All right, well, I'm going to go make a sandwich, and you can let me know who wins.
I think we got some time here. These runners have to get ready for a pretty nasty Topher coming.
Yeah, we got to find a grind. We got access to the Fiend. There's almost no reason to try to go to C unless until you're ready to just power through it.
Yeah, there's not much to learn. The boss scripts are not shuffled, so you know exactly what spells they're going to have. The HP is fixed. There's not much variance in the stat levels, so there's not really any information to get on an early dive at this point. You gotta be able to survive a nuke.
Yeah. So now it's going to be, where do we go to find our grind? Because we're not getting any overworld encounters. It's going to be entirely from trap tiles. And B-side tiles can have some really, really good stuff.
Yeah, if somebody finds a 3-eye tile out here and nobody else does, that could be what wins them the seed. Especially if it seems like everybody is still trying to solve and find these key items before they do their grind.
And Dark Moon doing kind of what I was saying before, trying to be a little cheeky about it and checking Marsh out. I wonder, so we got an early key, and we have a tri-state incentive Marsh locked. I wonder if he was like, the seed's talking to me.
It's Marsh locked and regular Marsh. So
yeah,
there's 2 options here. The wrinkle is, if neither of those come out, there could still potentially be a loose here.
Or a Grey Medusa tile. That's not bad.
Yeah, let's see how much experience he gets here. They're not Thunder 3. Maybe he didn't buy a nuke. This does the trick at least. Already level 20.
And yep, there we go. This is where we're gonna sit for a little bit. Oh, they have. Ooh.
I don't think he went back and bought ribbons, so that's a little scary. Fizzle on a red D tile. I don't know where he found that.
Hit a little hard, but 2 nukes take him down. Let's see what he gets. A little bit less than the green Medusa, but these green Medusas, since it's so many more sprites on screen, is I'm gonna bet quite a bit slower. That tile fizzles like bounces out, but it's probably gonna be like, okay, if I can't find anything that wasn't bad, it just wasn't good.
Yeah, go search some more, maybe get some more key items, and then that tile will be even better. But you got that there. I think both Fizzle and Dark Moon have options now. They know where they can go if they need to go to one of these grinds.
So there's Fizzle getting his Oxy Ale, has his canoe. He knows it, so he's going right back to that red D tile. That's exactly what he said. All right, it's okay. I'm going to keep looking for incentives. If I find something better along the way, I'll take it.
Ooh.
But that Oxy Ale was his go mode. He's going to sit on these red Ds.
Looks like Phoenix is heading to C, try and get his orb completed. C is also a tri-state incentive, so we don't know if the mermaids are going to be holding an item for us. I don't believe we've seen the vendor items so far.
I can't imagine we're going to be exploring much of the sea. Just the key items required just fell so much into your lap.
I think actually, Darkman did see, Channing Insane in chat, Crystal and Elfland. So that's money for experience, basically, at that point.
Yeah, like I said, 20% is a huge amount. If you had the money at the time, definitely worth it. Oh, there's a trap tile. Phoenix is trying to find something en route.
Our bones. Nobody likes that.
Which is really ballsy, I think, because like I said, these stats and these HP is so high. If you don't find, well, yeah, I guess with 4 Mazmoons, all the fasts and locks in the world, you're gonna find a way to make it happen.
It's vanilla script, so does he have? They haven't found any ruse or anything. There's a white shirt. You might be able to ruse yourself up and get through this Kraken fight with just nukes and mosses.
Yeah.
He's checking a lot of boxes going down here.
Demon, RHK, pulling Bahamut.
And we have buff Bahamut on tonight, so this is not a trivial fight. We're just talking about Kraken 1. I think buff Bahamut, is that equivalent to a Tier 1?
He's and Trance is not fun. Puts half of his red mages on their knees. He's got a bunch of nukes. We'll see if he can power through this. That extra Vite on those red mages coming in real handy now.
Mm-hmm. Dark Moon's calling that Gurmedusa grind good for now. Checking more boxes here in Marsh Bottom. We'll see if he pulls an incentive here at either of these locations. And now. But he's not checking the Marsh Locked incentive.
Oh, from the eye in the sky, we know that's good, but that's still 20% that he's leaving on the table.
But he doesn't have his Oxyale yet, so he doesn't know, but he could have been leaving that behind.
Yeah, he very well could have been. It's lucky for him that wasn't where it needed to be.
Let's see if we can tell before Phoenix fights. It's a black mage here at Kraken. I don't know if we're going to switch at this point.
I don't see a reason to take the black mage. You got nukes and fasts, locks.
You got your saber.
Yeah, you got saber. You're getting a lower HP red mage at that point.
Oh, Channigan saying in chat, Demon just got hit by the shelter bar, or the shelter disable here.
Oh.
Reset out. You know we were expecting it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't feel really bad for him.
Turning that crystal to a chime. I think we saw a cube, so hey, if it was Tiamat, that also would have been not too bad. And Fizzle's up into the 40s. I think I saw up to 5 hits on the Mazza with these red mages.
44.
44.
Wow. Okay, just go to the moon, I guess.
Yeah, you're here, and you got, like I said, you have a 5,000 HP Chaos with a Cure 4 in the tank. So...
Alright, so Phoenix gets through Kraken. He was low 20s on his red mages, so he's got the orb progression here, but definitely not leading in levels.
Right, yeah. So Fizzle's going to be, well, I mean, he's going to have to be done here soon because he's going to be 50. He's going to be able to just walk right through. He also will be able to put ribbons on everybody. Right, so Demon is in item mode, go mode. He has his canoe and his Oxyale. Dark Moon still kind of needs to check Titans.
He's going to get his ruby here, so he should get that pretty soon.
Yep. Yeah, I imagine that's such an easy check from here.
Phoenix, he's got to find his grind, and he'll be ready to go. Fizzle here, he's not going to check any boxes on the way down.
Yep, no boxes, no tiles, straight to Kraken, and...
We could be in Topher in around 21, 22 minutes.
Yeah, like I said, it's the trick is going to be, can we punch through this kind of nightmarish Topher with 4 level 50 red mages or not?
Looks like Phoenix found the same tile Fizzle was on, so we'll see how high he goes if he takes this all the way to 50 or not.
Yeah, this is definitely considering you're in go mode, a good enough tile. It's obviously not, like perfect, but you waste so much time looking elsewhere that this is, yep, just sit here.
Yep, you just take the one you found. The best grind is the one you have. So 24, probably got a couple minutes. I don't know quite how long Fizzle was on this tile.
And Fizzle getting I mean, it's effectively bad news that it's a black mage and not a fighter or a fighter, anything. Any of the other melees. Yeah, any of the 3 melees would have been likely an improvement.
Yeah, if you could have gotten a fighter or a black belt here, you get that promoted, or you get that on your team at level 50 to start with. Yeah, this seed is done.
I mean, even a thief, because I didn't catch the blessings for the thief. If the thief rolled anything positive for melee, would have been a likely improvement.
Yeah, so I have the blessings up for the other classes. If they would have found a fighter, the plus 20 hit percent, that would have been really nice. Thief had hurt all, which isn't going to help with chaos, but will help with the other fiends. And the black belt is just his usual impressive self.
Yeah, at 50, there's no blessings needed at the 50.
Yep. But I highly doubt we are going to see any other fiends in this seed, unless Fizzle spends 30 minutes trying to get here.
He's thinking about it.
He is. Did he take it?
I'm kind of surprised at that because I don't know.
I don't think that gives you any benefit. I guess it's temper, the level 8 temper.
Yeah.
Saw that there. So that's, you can buff up whoever you want to do your damage twice as fast instead of relying only on Saber. So I can see that.
So is that what he? Yep, that's what he's doing. He's popping down. Gonna go grab temper to just get one of the red mages into low Earth orbit.
A demon in C, he's heading down to defeat Kraken, light up water orb.
I haven't caught his levels. I don't think I've seen him do a grind of any kind yet.
I don't think so, and he would have lost some time there with that reset. Let's see what Phoenix is at once he gets through this fight. And we got Fizzle coming in. Just over 20 minutes into Topher.
Oh, cheeky. He almost missed it. He dropped that cabin and went, wait a minute. Oh, no. Fizzle, go back. No.
Go to the end.
Ribbons, okay.
Oh, alright. Let's see, we got Phoenix 37, 38 on his red mages. So he's getting there.
Yeah, see the camping gear being off, with how this seed worked out, and it just kind of everything going in your lap. You just go into like, oh, I gotta go fast mode, and that is definitely something that can maybe slip your mind.
Mm-hmm. You just have so much muscle memory built up dropping that 10, and it can really hurt you here.
All right. We're just gonna nuke through Lich 2. Third nuke, 210. Lich nukes back. And lives. Speed bump 1 or 2. Lives another day. Another round of nukes coming out. 356, good roll. Black Mage with another nuke. 372, we're through speed bump 2. And now we're on to Carry 2, who even with modest scaling, is you have to respect. Carry 2 has some really good base melee stats. Can really punch hard. Is going to really punch hard here.
Yeah, none of these fiends are really... you have to treat them all with respect here. Maybe, yeah, well, Lich with vanilla scripts, you gotta treat with a little bit of respect too. We got Phoenix here just behind him, it looks like, on Lich 2 as well. I don't know what level he came in at.
A good amount lower, because I saw
Yeah.
Fizzle was up in the 800s for the for his red mages, whereas I'm seeing around 600 on Phoenix's side.
Last I saw, I think he was in the high 30s, so he might be low 40s or so coming in here.
So he's still coming in with 10 hits on that fasted red mage. So I think damage output wise, he's going to be about the same. It's just that extra HP and a little bit of extra strength, but not a whole lot on a red mage.
No, you're gonna have to rely on your buffing spells here. The base red mage is not going to be doing it for us.
Oh, and curious what's going on with Demon RHK. So we have our water orb, but we're in waterfall for some reason. Maybe we're grabbing one more key or looking for a trap tile. That's what we're doing.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, Fizzle rusing up that top red mage to hopefully soak up a bunch of those hits. That bottom red mage is the red mage he is. Been tempering and fasting and getting ready to swing. 5 hits, 404.
Not what you want to see. You want to be a little bit higher. It's going to be a couple turns at 404 damage. These fiends all at fixed 250% health.
Yeah. Kraken lands a crit through those ruse stacks. 7 hits, 539. Yeah, we are missing a good number of those swings, so we're just nuke and a swing. Just continuing just to pour out as much damage as we can. 7 hits, 912. Kraken 2 is down. Phoenix also Kraken 2. Trying to chew through 13 hits.
1125. Goodness.
No chance to survive that. Ruse is pretty much required. Some kind of evasion.
I don't know how much ruse he threw out. I saw a lot of locks going out on Phoenix's side.
Yeah, 11 hits, 1201. No way to survive that.
I don't see ruse on many of these white mages or these red mages. I don't know if he picked it up.
All right, well, he was able to just power through it. We saw low 40s. And with life 2, we can get everybody back up. He's going to have to deal with that on all of the Fiends if he did not grab anything ruse. Tiamat around a Bane. We got a bunch of ribbons on Fizzle side. That's no problem.
You got Dark Moon here in Topher as well, taking on Lich 1. Lich 2, sorry. Nuke, fasting that top one.
Oh, and I think the feedback week being so crazy kind of got to Demon because he is now about to fight Lich 1.
Oh, no.
Looking for, maybe that's what he was doing. He was looking for a trap tile and looking for a character. There's a fighter.
That fighter could help a lot with these Fiends if he grabs it.
Yeah. And back up, we got side-by-side Tia 2's Fizzle still trying to nuke and swing his way through, running really low on those nukes. 7 hits, 515, still up. Nuke, 144. Another nuke, 104. Tiamat with a blizzard over on Phoenix's side. Kind of the same deal. 6 hits, 665, so that Tiamat is hitting hard.
Yeah, not grabbing that ruse might be coming back to haunt him a little bit here.
Yeah, you can see he tried to cure 4 that top red mage. And he's still in the process of trying to get that bottom red mage up and running. All right, 26 minutes in. We got a chaos. We got fasts.
Yep. Yeah, let's
take it. We got tempers. We have an X-Fur. I didn't see if it landed.
Yeah, Phoenix lost another red mage. He just has to keep switching which one he's buffing up here.
Yeah, and he already had a bunch of sabers on that bottom one, so that's a lot of lost time.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Fizzled. Black Mage is down. He's got a bunch of ruses on those top red mages. Let's see a swing, 1 damage. One thing I'm not seeing on Fizzle's side is that saber. Which is he does not. It was level 2 if memory serves. It's not there. He's got Cure 4 and Ruse. He does not have Saber.
Well, that explains why he took the Black Mage there. I'm surprised he did not pick that up.
Yeah, that would be. And there's that Cure 4, so that 1 or 2 damage that Fizzle's done so far has been healed off. But there we go.
4. That'll work.
So we're down about 4,300 needed.
Yeah, 250%. This is 5,000 HP on this chaos, so you got to do some damage more than 100 HP.
Yeah, we know exactly how much we got to do, but we also know that there's a Cure 4 coming around.
And you got Phoenix pulling up to chaos as well.
Yeah, Phoenix was able to just claw his way through those Fiends.
So without the ruse, he's coming out with a lot of locks. Not bad. There's a bit of an evasion cap on these, so Chaos isn't going to be as evasive as he's been in some other seeds, but Lock's a good start here.
All right, and Dark Moon getting bounced, saying, nope, I need more levels, and he's going back to his green Medusa tile here in Marsh.
Yeah, I think that's smart. Don't just try and beat your head against the wall. Levels are going to come so quick. You'd rather just bounce, get some levels, then come back.
Yeah, and just with stats and HP like this, there's just it's going to be hard to brute force your way through this. And Fizzle again, that really beefed up red mage is just hit or miss. 1 damage to 500 damage. There we go. 600 on that last swing for Fizzle.
The GG's out in chat. First on stream. He's our third place finisher in race time at 29:42 official race time for Fizzle. Coming in first place, Two Big Eyes, 25:02. And Burt Reynolds at 29 flat. So that puts Fizzle in bin 2.
I thought that I thought that would put him the opening bin 3.
No, because Burt would have opened bin 2 at 29 minutes, and there's 2 minutes for that bin. So as long as you finish bin 2.
So that bin would close at. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I was looking at 4th place.
Yep. All right, we have Demon 6 hit 6 damage. He's having some issues with this Tia 2.
And we got Phoenix with that saber is just doing so much more damage on the red mage that he got sabers on. Yeah, he's just sabering everybody up, getting both the melee attack and the accuracy up, trying to get those swings to land. And let's see if we are joined in the booth by our first place on stream, third place in the room, Lord Fizzlebeef. Hi.
Hello.
See, you were fussing in our little private room how awful this was going to be, and it wasn't that bad.
I feel bad about several mistakes I made, but I'll take my bucket too. I feel like I got away with something I shouldn't have.
And just as we started talking to you, Phoenix finished on stream, second place on stream, right behind Lord Fizzlebeef at 31:07. Phoenix is opening up third bucket.
Yes.
But yeah, so let's talk. You know how you were feeling before you booted the seat up, Fizzle.
So, the incentive section was the stuff of nightmares bad enough that I decided to break my own never practice on race day rule, and I ran an untimed practice just to wrap my head around this incentive section and how it worked. And I think that was a very good idea. It's just unfortunate that the parts of my brain that I made room for to have that information forgot about things like lock and checking for weapons with spells on them.
Yeah, that was one thing that we were kind of like wondering if that was maybe an oversight. Was Saber was level 2.
So Cure 4 and with Cure 4 and Ruse, it was one of those things like, you know, Saber is whatever, but I really, really, really want Temper. And even if I can't get like a Saber stick or a Temper stick, if I could just get a Black Mage, I'll have a Temper caster. And like, if I get these red mages to 50, that would maybe be enough with just like a couple Tempers and go. In hindsight, I should have grabbed the Saber at least on my 2 50 red mages, but I was flustered at that point and feeling like I was a million miles behind.
All right, and we do hear Phoenix does not have a headset, so he will not be able to join us, but GG's to him for showing up second on stream, fourth in the room. So so I saw you took the red D fight and you bounced out. And you went next door and you got your go mode.
Yep.
You said, "Oh, I remember those dragons."
That was a case of like, I see these here, number 8 tile. I feel like maybe I could find better, but also I'm still on the hunt for key items that give bonkers scaling. So I'll keep this in the back of my mind, and if I hit go mode and I don't find anything better, I'll come back. And then 3.5 seconds later, I hit go mode, and it's like, oh, well then, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, we saw water orb required. Like, oh, this can be interesting.
Eh.
And then pretty much immediately, oh, there's the canoe. Oh, there's the oxyale. Grind and go. How boring.
You say that, but until I found that Oxyel, I was terrified of a possible loose. Because mathing this out, the two orbs you don't want to see required are sea and sky, because that means you need to hunt down 2 key items for either of them. And like, as soon as I saw it was the water orb, I'm just like, oh no, there's gonna be a loose. It's gonna be one of those days, but it lucked out.
Yeah, that was probably like one of the weirdest things, kind of different from your typical flag set of you could have 2 loose or 3 dud locations. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as you want to go fast, you also gotta check the chests as you go at least.
At least for the first little bit, and also because the for whatever reason ribbons cost money. Maybe they had them, I don't know, behind like a locked cabinet or something that we couldn't just take and run. But
Yeah, that's something I did notice that they were money, but also everyone knew that you're gonna have to grind with this, so you're gonna have the money eventually. You just didn't have it to start.
yep, just needed to remember where they were, because definitely want them on the way into Topher with vanilla scripts. You got to worry about Bane on Tia 2, and you got to worry about Crack on Chaos. Like that's not a time to. I mean, you could theoretically be okay with like a wall on a stick, but ribbons is just better.
Yeah, because we had everything you can want. We had Cure 4 sticks, we had Mazmoons, we had Fast Gauntlets, we had Lock sticks. One thing I saw you do that seemed a little cheeky was I saw a couple of X-Furs going out.
Yes. So the idea behind that was I'm out of gas in the nuke department, and I'm sitting on a mountain of Lit 3 and Ice 3 charges, and I know Cure 4 is coming. Like, it's going to be here any second now. So instead of doing damage that's about to be overwritten, I'll just toss out some X-Furs, and if they land, that'll put me in a way better position to beat the timer back to Cure 4 again. Now that Lightning 3 and Ice 3 do more damage than either of those two were going to do just from straight melee, but the X-Fur didn't want to land, and I just went for melee strats anyway.
All right, and with that, we got Dark Moon taking down Tia 2. His is his second or third stab at Temple of Fiends. He did come in a little low. Went back, got his levels, was able to punch through this Tia 2.
Yeah, it looks like he went all the way to 50 on these red mages, so he just decided he was going to go to the moon, come back, try and do it in one go.
And just playing super safe, ruse on everybody. And even with that, that one remedy did not have ruse, with 2 hits, 205. So actually, not the punchiest chaos, all things considered. And
Yes.
Demon trying to get through this Tia 2. He did go through Earth. He did find a fighter at the bottom.
The knight's not doing as much damage as you would hope, though. We're going all
Yeah.
that way to get him.
Really high absorb, really high evasion, just having a hard time sticking it. Meanwhile, Dark Moon is done playing defense and starting to saber everybody up. Which I do like, because you know the Cure 4 is coming. You're not in a rush until you see that Cure 4, and then you can start trying to lay it on.
Yeah, with these red mages, I don't think you have a good shot of getting through chaos before that Cure 4 comes out, so might as well just buff the whole time.
Yep, just buff, get ruses up, sabers, fast on everybody.
And with 4 ribbons and this amount of HP, this is not the scariest chaos in the world here.
And over on Demon side, again, like you see in this fighter, just not having the punch through, I think that he was hoping for by taking the time to go get it. because it has 7 hits, 7 damage. Yeah, like Fizz was saying, yeah, tempers are what you need here to get enough to get through the absorb. And there's the Cure 4 on Dark Moon's side. So we're sabered with all locks. We're getting a good amount of hits each time. But we're not happy. We're doing some more. Crack coming out, but with ribbons we're pretty safe, but you still you pucker. I'll put it that way. You pucker a little bit.
Crack is a scary one, even with the ribbons. We got Demon coming up on Chaos here. See what he does here. We're doing a lot of Pass the Night, rears all of the red mages.
Yeah, we had a swing over on Dark Moon, 3 hits, 200-ish damage. Still not happy with our accuracy, I think it is, because we should be hitting... We should have 10 swings, and we're only seeing 3. So we got locks and sabers going out like crazy, trying to get a little more consistent per swing. 7 hits, 1,022. There we go. Crit hit, 349. We're almost 2,000 hit points through this 5,000 point hit. There's another 936.
And there it is.
1432 from a red mage. There we go. Dark Moon coming in 3rd on stream. 6th in the room.
That looks like he will be... Phoenix opened up in 3. We had Chronometrics coming in behind at 4014. That opened up in 4, and Dark Moon slots in behind him with 4137. GG's Dark Moon.
And we'll give Dark Moon a moment, see if he wants to pop in and chat with us.
In the meantime, we got Demon still doing sabers and all the red mages. He has the Knight now casting Cure 4. I think he's decided without saber that Knight's not doing the damage he needs.
Yeah, the inherent extra hit and strength from the Knight doesn't help if you're not connecting.
Yeah, I really wish I remembered that I had picked up block sticks. I just completely forgot about it by the time I hit Topher.
Yeah, that's something. So Demon still 2 hits, not doing great. Slow 2 hits on that top right mage. We're gonna have to reapply our fast. That was something I was saying when you kind of come into this to a seed, and it just falls. Everything just fell into your lap. You kind of go, okay, I gotta go, and you just brain hole a lot of things. We saw Demon reset out because we forgot. 10s don't save.
Yep.
That's a really easy one. You're forgetting you picked up the Cure 4's swords or the lock sticks or whatever. Real easy to forget when you kind of just when you get in this go mode, it's so much quicker than you kind of anticipated. And I guess Dark Moon's waiting to get drug in, so one guess I'll drag him in. Joined in the booth by Dark Moon. Hi, Dark Moon.
Hello. How are we
Hello.
doing?
GG.
Thanks. Stupid Kraken.
So let's talk expectations versus what you had.
Uh-huh.
You didn't, from what I saw behind the scenes, and Warren, yeah, I see you talking, you didn't feel too good about the flags.
I like Chaos Rush, but I don't like to race it because I'm slow. Like, I always feel like I make the wrong decisions. So,
Yeah, I feel that too.
yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. Ribbon early, Mazza early, Gold Bracelet early, Pro Cape early. I felt good about that. But the 4 red mages felt very bad.
Also, real quick on Demon RHK's side, he's gotten enough sabers and buffs up. He's starting to do some appreciable damage with those red mages. We're getting a couple hundred, just 400, and terminated. He was able to chew through it.
Woo!
GG's.
GG.
Demon coming in with a GG time of 44:54.
How
That's
long has been for?
minutes.
Everyone except for one person.
Okay.
yeah. That's the rest of the field.
Yeah. We had one DNF, so.
Yep.
Yep. It's pretty much
Alright.
everyone else.
So we're gonna go ahead and pull Demon in. Demon RHK GG.
Yeah, GG.
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 So Demon, one thing you kind of did that others didn't, I want to kind of pick your brain on it, is you apparently didn't feel comfortable with the red mages. You actually dug for the fighter.
I didn't really want to see a fighter, but at that point, I had already wasted so much time that I was really hoping to have seen a thief with a katana +4. But
Right?
I'll take what I could have gotten. The problem is that I didn't pick up any spells on him, and it turns out Chaos was just chunky as crap. So he basically got stuck on healing duty.
Mm.
Mhm.
I think you're 4 swords. That was lovely.
Yeah, I mean, I really loved when I put forward the idea for smash and grab, but smash and grab should never be paired with Chaos Rush, in my opinion, ever again.
Oh.
Yeah, that it was a lot of like running down a hill and you're trying to keep your legs like in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with just the way things rolled. You know, Mazza showed up in a shop, fast, cure 4, lock, like almost everything you could want
Some tempers
showed
would've
up
been
in the
nice.
first. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Saber's nice. I used it, but if I'd had Temper, that my first dive into Temple of Fiends would have been my only dive. Because you just dump it all on the red mage, the one front red mage, and just let him swing against everything. Yeah, no. Saber, you have to be judicious about it because you can only cast on yourself. I'm like, I want to go. Let me go.
Yeah, Fizzle actually did take that black mage behind Kraken specifically for those tempers.
So
And
funny
that-
story. My sprites betrayed me. 'Cause, I used the white mage as the template for Sypha as the black mage in the Castlevania set because it looks perfect. But then I saw a white mage when I'm walking past Kraken. Like, hell no, I don't need that. Deep, 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 deep.
Okay,
No.
Yeah, that felt bad.
I actually saw that and went, no, I didn't see a white mage. We know it's a black
didn't.
mage.
Well, you didn't, but you did. But you didn't.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, I was
Oh,
talking
man.
to Wildham afterwards about it. And he was like, there was a black mage next to Kraken, and I had this long pause, and I'm like, I've been betrayed.
Oh, jeez.
Well, so I guess we'll kind of get Demon and Darkman because I was kind of talking to Fizzle about it. You know, looking at the flags, this could have went a couple different ways. Where was your kind of your guys' feeling of, oh, there's my Oxyale. Oh, there's my canoe.
I mean, I don't know about Demon, but it pretty much played exactly the way I wanted to, up to, the final bosses, which was go to every town, find all the gear I need, find all the spells I need, and then I just said, I didn't even bother checking spells in Elfland because they're so spread out there. It's like, I'll just go to Lefane and I can buy anything else I need at the upper levels if there is anything. There really wasn't besides Locke, but I felt like doing it there was a better call. So it was really just find the weapons and gear I needed, and once I had, Mazza, Cure 4, Gold Bracelet, Pro Cape, I was like, well, and Ribbon. I'm pretty much done with all of that. I no longer care. So it was just dig for key items at that point until I found my go mode, and Oxyale was stupid early. So, that worked great.
Oxyale was the last thing I found because I forgot I had the ruby.
I mean, it was the last thing I found too, but that's only because I stopped doing anything else once I got it.
Oh, Darkman, one thing we noticed that could have bitten you in a different seed is we had Tri-State Marsh locked on.
I know. It was in my mind. I was if I hadn't gotten Oxio when I did, I was gonna go dig Sky Palace next because that one was guaranteed in one of the chests, and I could have maybe found a good grind to get my red mages up the rest of the way past 32 if I really felt saucy. But having already been in Marsh once, I didn't want to go there again until I had to.
Oh, did you not have key? I thought you
I
had
didn't have key at the time. No.
Okay.
Otherwise, I
that
would have gone there
explains it.
because the incentive chests are fixed even when everything else is mixed.
Right,
I didn't
right.
get key until right afterwards, and then I'm sitting there going, "Well, it's too late now."
Well, much like Fizzle was saying, it's hard to keep your feet under you when you're going downhill that fast. Same thing when you're
Yeah,
watching it,
yeah.
because I was like, I saw somebody got a key.
No, it was absolutely. I'd seen it, and I was like, "Okay, well, we're gonna ignore that for right now because no one wants to go into Marsh twice." And then I had to go into Marsh twice to go grind, so that felt bad.
What was in Marsh?
Gurmaduces.
nice.
Yeah.
And like they would, because we started off with like Thunder 3, well, I mean we had the elementals too, but Thunder 3 at level 1, I was just spraying them like over and over again. I got to 32 in the first 10 minutes, and I'm like, well, this might just be my end game set levels. It wasn't, but it was nice. Like it was still nice.
Yeah, that seemed like a good grind. They did have Squint though, so I was.
Yeah, well, I had a ribbon up front, so I mean,
true.
the worst they could do is kill everyone except one of my red mages, and then I'm extra happy.
Yeah.
Fair.
I took the same attitude on the with the red Ds. It was like, all right, we're starting with 4, and
Yes.
some of you will get to 50. It will
Yes.
be interesting to see who gets to 50.
Yeah, that
Some
was
of
it.
you
I
may
was like,
die. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
yeah, kill one of my red mages, please. Squint them down. I hope you. And then they never died, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to 32 because this is going to take too long. At least they were there in the back pocket. You know, no encounters. It wasn't that hard or that slow to get back there. It's just, you know, annoying.
Yeah, you went in lower than I would have been comfortable.
Had to try. Yeah, you know what? You gotta try. And if Kraken had only cast Lightning 2, which seemed to be his power move, I would have been fine. It wouldn't have mattered. But he then decided to start punching for like a grand a pop, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. It's that Simpson meme. I'm in danger.
I saw that it was likely I'm going to be stuck with red mages, and I don't have temper. Let's just do 50. Let's not even risk it. I've got red Ds right here.
Everyone tells me I need to play riskier, so I did. That went well.
Okay, Darkmoon, you don't play risky at 250% HP.
Well, when am I going to? Because that's the only thing you guys play.
This week.
What's grinding?
Right?
I mean, I think I went in at because I took the fighter, so he lost 10 levels there, so he was 19, and then all my red mages were like 26 because I kind of just half tilted after I just not thinking. I was like, okay, I'll just go check what orb it is, and then I hit my reset button and immediately went, oh, I didn't just do that. So we went back and redid like 2.5 minutes worth of content and fought Bahamut a second time, just for the crowd.
Yeah, I was purposely doing all my shelter menuing slow because I read the tooltip before that if you died, you'd at least go back to your airship. So I'm like, well, park my airship wherever I want to be and just don't be an idiot and press the reset button. So I managed this time. I didn't manage last week. I was a complete idiot last week.
I grabbed a dozen houses because like it's real hard to say no to like full health restore, full magic restore, but I had to keep telling myself this is not a save. You are not saving when you are doing this. You are just using a mega elixir.
Oh, it was so bad that when I went to the inns, I was like, did I hear the dingle? Did I hear it? Are they screwing with me?
At that point, you just unmap the reset buttons. They don't exist. All right, so a little bit quicker than I thought we were going to be. Since we're wrapped up, I guess we will start kind of our last final thoughts. We'll go start with Demon RHK. Kind of final thoughts for this seed this week, and next week we got our Oops All Loose, ProcGen Overworld, and just what's your thoughts about that?
It's been an interesting fall so far. We went from last year where it's like, oh, everything's very normal, to this year it's just like, okay, this year's fall tournament is sponsored by Trash Island. We're setting the dumpster on fire from minute one, and here we go.
Fall League is easily my favorite tournament because we show off all the fun stuff. We do all the weird stuff, So I'm glad we can, as a unit we turned up the dial from last year. That's awesome to hear. And we'll move on to our second, or I guess third, since Phoenix wasn't able to join us. Dark Moon, your kind of final thoughts.
Yeah, well, I really enjoyed Feedback Week. I really enjoy the thought that next time we do this, I won't be playing it. But no, it was a fun concept, and I think, if nothing else, it's proven the sadisticness of our community when it comes to flags. So that was fun. ProcGen is going to be... I've done it. I'm very slow at it. Like, just having to navigate with a map, and it's taken me this long to memorize the map that we already have in the game as good as I can. So that's not going to be great, but that's what the rest of my team is for, to carry me across the finish line. So...
I was about to say, you didn't sound too happy about Feedback Week.
I was happy about it until I had to play it.
If nothing else, we found all kinds of fun bugs that we would have never found.
Right? Oh man, that was great. The devs have gotten so much work this week.
And we'll wrap it up. Lord Fizzlebeath, third place in the room, first place on stream. Final thoughts.
A big thank you to everyone who helped participate in Feedback Week, especially those of you who managed to keep it civil. There's been a lot of interesting things that, like, there were some flags that I saw get turned on that nobody really asked to turn off. There were some things that I thought people wanted that a lot of people shouted down. It's been a very interesting exercise from the data side point. I think my only complaint is my teammate sabotaging my race tonight. Thank you, Demon. And we'll get back to regular things next week. GG, everyone.
You asked to incentivize Earth Vanilla once, and you're just the monster.
That is not why you're the monster, and you know it.
So, one kind of two more quick questions for you, Fizzle, since we're wrapping up. A, was
Sure.
it a mistake for you to race last on Feedback Week, being the arbiter and the overseer of Feedback Week? People maybe take it out, some pent up aggression.
I don't think so. I think it was less that and more just, let's see what we can do, because like this is the last day. Let's see what we can stick. I don't think it was a mistake for me to go last, but I think I deserve to go last.
And then my second question is, are we ever going to see the almighty rolls?
Yes. Not tonight, but yes. Because tonight I need to go get food. I had to delay food for this. So, I need to get food.
All right, I'm just curious to see what the rules were. Maybe next Feedback Week we could actually have an idea of how better to dial it in.
If it ever returned, and I'm not saying it will, it would require a significant rewrite from where it currently is, and it'll make sense when you see the rules.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on the Discord for that. Speaking of the Discord, if you liked what you saw, we have a Discord. We have an awesome Duckling program, which is our new player, I guess, program. We have a program, I guess we can call it, to get you up and running and doing what you see up on your screen. We got our new players. We have a team, Fall League, which is our crazy stuff. And the new team's doing great, and it's because we teach them so good. So go ahead, join us on the Discord. I am Demon Frog. I've been talking a lot. I'm going to let Budge take us home.
All right. Well, thank you again to RPG Limit Break for hosting us here. As Demon said, if you liked what you saw, come to the Discord. We have our week 3 of the Melman Mystery Tour coming up. We talked about that a little bit. ProcGen Overworld. It's going to be a lot of fun. First race of that kicks off on Monday. So join us for then. For now, good night. See you next time.